Hello friends, this is my old disc I use on my food plots. I'm not sure how old it is. I think it's an old Ford disc or whatever brand Ford had back in the day. What I got going on now though is this. It's a broke. So what I plan to do today is fix that. This is the broken piece. I decided to go ahead and take it off. That way I could get to it to clean it up better and weld it back and make the splint. So what happened was this piece broke off right here. So what I'm doing is taking it off. I took it off so I can clean it up. I'm gonna weld it back together. And then I'm gonna use like a 1/4-inch bar underneath it to make a splint, so hopefully it'll hold together better. I got me a 1/8-inch 6011 for use on this rusty metal. I'm gonna weld it at 105 amps.
I'm gonna put 2 tacks on it. So flip it.
Now I can go ahead and flip it over and tack the other side.
Just gonna go ahead and weld the other side. Let that cool down a little bit, chip it.
Since this is the top side, it's gonna have to be ground back down flat before I put it back on the disc. Now that I got the top welded, I can go ahead and weld the bottom. Then I'll have to grind this side off too, because this is where my splint is going to be. Well, it ain't a piece of farm equipment if it ain't got a couple welds on it, right guys? Oh, I did find out that under all the rust, I found some old red paint. So, does that make it a Ford from way back in the day? I can't think of the other brand that was related to Ford. Dearborn, I think, maybe. Let me know if you know. All right, so I got the top ground off flush. And I got the bottom ground off flush. So what I think I'm gonna do now is get me a piece of 1/4-inch flat stock. Maybe drill a hole in here and one where there already is a hole. And then I'll transfer that hole to the the frame. Yeah, I don't think that'll work. So I'll probably just have to weld it in place just to bridge that gap, make a little splint, make it a little stronger. I found this old 1/4 inch triangular cut off from another thing. Maybe it was going to be a gusset, I don't know, but I'm going to reuse it on this. So I put it in place, and then from underneath I marked the hole and drilled a 1/2 inch clearance hole in it. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and clamp it where I want it. Then I'm going to put some weld on it, and at that point I'll cut off the bottom with the feel. So that's the bolt that it mounts with, so that goes through fairly easy. So let's get some weld on that.
I'm just going to go ahead and use a power tool.
Now you can see I got this little section right here, so I'm going to need to beat that straight again, and then I might just tack that corner once I get it beat back in place. Okay, I got that tacked back into place. Now I'm just going to put a little bead on there, a little spot on there, and then grind it off. I probably should make another plate for it, but I don't feel like it. might not be the right way, but that's better than it was. So that's saying something. Forgot I was going to deck this right here a little bit. There you go, good as new. So I guess for however many years this thing's been around, sitting outside, fatigue of the metal, rusting, all that stuff led to the failure. But for just a little work, a little bit of scrap, I think it should ride again. All right, so as you saw through that time lapse, I got it all back together. So the only thing that I didn't do exactly the way the factory did was I came up from the bottom with the bolt instead of going from the top down. It was pretty much in a bind, so I couldn't get anything started on the bottom, so that'll hold just as well. But anyway, appreciate your watching and hope to see you on the next one.